how do you promote yourself as an XR designer? This is something that is, even like building your portfolio is already not so easy, but actually becoming noticed and showcasing your work is even harder, which is why I want to make this dedicated video on giving you all these steps that are really helpful to actually help you to expand your network, becoming known, and showcase your amazing work. Because if you build it and nobody sees it, where's really the point in it? And this is extremely helpful for really building your career, but also meeting amazing people and actually getting recognized for your amazing work and hard work that you will be putting in as an XR designer. The first and maybe already obvious thing, but it's really big and really important, is use the leverage of social media. So how exactly can you do it? First of all, I would recommend, if you are not like a content creator, that if you are a content creator, then I mean, you know what you do, it's kind of your job already, but chances are that you are not, and you don't worry, you don't have to become one. Like, that's not the point of this video, but still, like, use the leverage of it. And don't just be a consumer, also be a creator in some sort. Dedicate yourself for at least one platform, whether it is LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, blog. There are like so many of these. Just take your favorite one and dedicate your time and your effort to this one for now. I would highly recommend to use LinkedIn, because here we are talking about career growth and job opportunities. If that is like the thing that you are into, then of course that is really powerful. If you are much more on the artistic side and you just want to showcase amazing stuff, basically, like you don't care about career opportunities too much, then Instagram should be fine as well. And if you're more into really strong into video, if video is your thing, then obviously YouTube, TikTok can be really helpful too. So it's a very individual thing actually, and there is no perfect answer. There is no perfect social platform. I started with YouTube and now LinkedIn. Really, these are like the main ones. I have a bit of Instagram and TikTok too. I mean, feel free to follow. I'm not super active there. I don't use Twitter, for example. Can also be really good. It's mostly personal preference, but for anything career focused, I would say just go on LinkedIn. It's really the superior platform for this one. Once you have decided your platform, what do? First of all, build your profile up, like have a nice image, have a nice description. I mean, you can use ChatGPT for all of that stuff as well. Maybe not for your image there, for just use a camera, but for the description and all of that stuff, that can already be super helpful. Like, that's no problem really. But now you want to start posting content on that one. And what kind of content are you supposed to post? Well, document your process. In a previous video I already talked about that in a video how to build your portfolio. I have it linked here, so you can check it out after this one. Each like documentation step, each learning, each new insight, each problem, there are so many things that you can post content on and really like slowly build your brand. That can be really helpful. And then of course at the end, your end solution, like whatever application you build, that is something that you can showcase on social media as well. And that is all of that stuff will be leveraging into your portfolio at some point in the future, and that is extremely powerful. One shortcut that helps you a lot into growing even further, much faster, something I should use even more actually myself, is leverage other creators' platform already, or other creators' audiences. So for example, if you're into XR, you can feel free to tag me as well, or any other favorite creator you have in that field. You can first of all engage with the content. It's like an amazing win-win. I mean, I'm just telling you because also it's awesome for me, but it's really great for you. If you have smart and good and insightful comments, it's also amazing for the audience. So it's a perfect win-win-win scenario. Why is it so helpful? Because you will be seen much faster actually. Like if somebody has like a bigger audience now on LinkedIn, I think I have like 8,000 by the time of April, or like end of March, I have like around 8,000 subscribers. So my posts usually get like between 20-25,000 views. Sometimes like that. You will be seen like 20-30,000 times if you have a nice comment basically. So that is how you can leverage it, and then people will see your stuff and will find your profile, will then find your portfolio. Like it's really like a long game, but I can't tell you, like, I mean, I will have dedicated video how freaking powerful it is to be active on social. It's crazy, really. I get invited to all kinds of things all the time. People want to work with me. I mean, I'm not telling it to brag or anything. I don't really care about that stuff, but just telling you how freaking powerful that is and how much status it gives you, and then also how much you will stand up. Again, I have so many companies back then reaching out that they want me to work to them. Like, I didn't even apply, they applied to me actually, like, hey, can you please work for us? And that is something that I guess could be really cool for you as well if you showcase your portfolio in the right way. What is a nice action step? Stick to a schedule, let's say once a week, like to start really easy. Once a week, post something like your progress, your ideas, your concepts, your stages, your challenges, something that you're learning, something you're building. Again, there are like infinite ways to post content actually. And if that is linked to what you are doing and what you're building, that is really the best thing you can do for your personal brand. Next, and this is so freaking powerful. I mean, I say to all of these things because all of them are really powerful, really important, and also not many people do these things, so that is helping you even further stand out. And here I want to tell you a personal story of mine, how I got my first job without applying actually. So back in 2016, I was still studying computer science. I had no experience, nothing really. I was just like a computer science nerd who was super into VR stuff and everything already by that time. And I built a app already on my phone. That was a 2D game, so that was not related to VR at all, but I was already interested in making games in Unity. And then I decided, okay, I should really push this networking thing more, go to events, go to conferences, all of that stuff. So I started going to all of these VR Berlin based events, and then there was Unity Unite in 2016 in Netherlands, Amsterdam. And that was really like one of the biggest shifting points in my professional career. I went there all by myself alone, so totally out of my comfort zone. I was not like super comfortable going to some random conference in quotes just by myself and learning and meeting cool people. That was the very first time actually for myself doing that kind of stuff. So obviously I was like really like out of my comfort zone, but now I see like that was the best thing ever. So I went there to the Unity Unite. That was an amazing conference. I learned a lot of stuff, but the actual insightful stuff that happened on the way back when I was in the airplane, because on my way back to Berlin, I said to some person who was also attending the Unity Unite right next to me. So I had like on my laptop, I had like this Unity sticker, and she was like, hey, you also went to Unite? And I was like, yes, how about you? And she also went there, and then we just like started talking for like a couple of hours on the way back. And that was really, and she was working in friggin' VR, like what's the coincidence on that? And so I just like asked her out on all of these things. I mean, not on a date, but mostly on the professional stuff. I just like asked her like, hey, can you help me, blah blah blah. And then that sounds like already like a movie moment. She literally took out like a napkin and like starting like writing down like, hey, check out this person, and then company, and then this event, all of that stuff like that. And like literally gave me like this napkin, I mean with some extra information, and was like, here, that's like a bunch of amazing contacts, events, companies, everything you need to get started with VR. I'm like, damn, that is cool. And that was not only VR based, I think it was also like the stronger focus was on game design, because back then I was more like on the game design, game programming side. And then I went to this, after being back in Berlin, I took that napkin list and I contacted all of these companies and people. I went to some of these events. By that time I already had my game in a pretty good state actually. Let me actually show it to you in a second. So I went to this game developer event. I think that was like a competition or something. So you had a bunch of game design studios that talked to a lot of people. And then on the beer stand, I was talking to some other people that just like casually talking. And then I showed them, pretty much all of them, I showed my game. Like, I was like, hey, this is my game, Super Wall Jump. That is a really cool game. I will not be able to play it and show it to you at the same time, but it's really freaking cool. So that is something that I built again back in 2016. That is super nice. I'm so proud of this game because it opened all of these doors. So I was talking to him and he was like, man, do you want to work at us? We are a game design studio in Berlin and we are looking for developers who have experience. I'm like, sure, why not? Let's discuss the details. And then actually on that party we discussed, like on a couple of beers, we discussed the details and how I got my first job. And then I started there like a week after, and that's how I got my first job. Really super nice. And I have so many stories of how just like running into people helped me 10x my career. Again, that is like one of 50 stories that I have, and that is really freaking powerful. Like going to events, going to conferences, meeting the community online, also hanging out with people, like writing comments. That's also how I met Gabriele from ShapesXR, for example, which is really cool. That is something that is extremely powerful to your career. Like that is really the biggest leverage that you can do, because it's just like meeting the right people. They can introduce you to some other people, and that is kind of like a infinite growing butterfly effect that is unimaginable powerful actually. So how do you get started if you don't have any Unity Unite going on next to your place and then meeting some people coincidentally on the airplane? Like that is pretty unlikely to happen. Check out online communities. And this is also something where ShapesXR comes in. I already told you about how I met Gabriele from ShapesXR by really being super active on LinkedIn on these XR design forums. ShapesXR itself, they host regular webinars, for example, and this is really where you can meet a lot of amazing like-minded people. You are an aspiring XR designer, you will meet all of these other aspiring XR designers through ShapesXR and our work together. So what even is ShapesXR? ShapesXR is the go-to standard for creating VR prototypes. So it's the perfect tool for aspiring XR designers who want to, without code, build AR and VR prototypes. You can design, you can mock up, you can communicate your projects all without code on your Quest, and you can actually download it for free, so you can put it on and sketch up your whole experience with immersive technologies. So that's much better than having it on a piece of paper or like a napkin, really, because you want to have like feeling the depth and all of that stuff, because you're not designing for a website or a mobile app, you're actually designing for a real 3D space. And this is where ShapesXR has this amazing tool that can help you really elevate your career, because these are the prototypes that you then want to showcase, of course. And the really awesome thing, again, like we just talked about how to promote yourself. We are actually promoted together, like ShapesXR and we are working closely together. First of all, on our course as well, that the XR design course that you can check out later on if you want to. And we regularly showcase our students' best works. And if you have built something amazing, reach out to me, reach out to Gabriele on LinkedIn or any other platform, and then we can even feature you. You will become known a lot faster also. So it's like amazing when we have content, you have the exposure. Why not? This is just like a non-brainer for you and for us. So we are really happy to help you out as well if you build something amazing, of course. The action step would be really check out I will link all of these below, like the ShapesXR communities, our communities, their page, some conferences even. You can go to some other events, check out your local meetups as well, check out online events, like just like be a part of the community. That is so helpful. The last thing that is really elevating you and helping you to promote yourself and your portfolio is a personal website. So you can host it on pages like Behance, your blog, maybe like even just on some social platform. What I really would like to just give you the idea, it's a technical challenge, but nobody ever said that that stuff is gonna be easy. But if you are capable of building a website by your own, I mean, there are like lots of website builders. There's like Squarespace and all of the others. The one that I like the most is Webflow. It is more on the technical side, but again, if you can pull off a portfolio that you built by yourself, host it in Webflow, and then you can showcase these experiences there. Trust me, you are like at the 1% already, because it shows so many amazing skills and capabilities, and it shows your competence that you can actually build something like this. It even shows your overall design skills, that you are able to build a website, for example. I mean, again, like you're not gonna code the website, it's more like a visual coding kind of thing, but again, use any tool you want to. But if you have your own personal website, that is extremely helpful, and I would highly recommend doing that. Let's summarize. First of all, get on social media, get active, choose any platform you like to, and just start posting on a consistent basis. Show your insights of your brain, your thoughts, your learnings, your challenges, your experiences, all of that stuff. Start networking, go to conferences, check out all of these amazing events that ShapesXR and we are doing for XR designers. Like, we are literally trying to help you as much as possible, so the networking part can be really powerful. I will link everything that I have below in the comments so you can check it out as well. I mean, the description. Lastly, find a platform how and where you want to post and store your applications. Again, Webflow can be amazing, any other tool can be cool. We are actually also working on something that will enable XR designers to showcase their work. It will probably take a couple of months at least. Like, there is some bigger project we are working on that helps you showcase your work, but I will leave a form below that you can also check out if you like to. That should also make your life much easier. But again, this is something where your creativity comes in. See how technically skilled you are, what tool works best for you, but you want to have some sort of personal website as well. Yeah, ShapesXR is definitely something that you should check out if XR design is interesting for you, which if you are at this point of the video, I'm pretty sure it is. Check them out in the description below. I know there will be a lot in the description today. I think that all of that stuff will be really helpful for your career. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and otherwise I will see you in the next one.